Okay, so now that we are all ready with the material we need, I already cut my own pieces. It's about 50 centimeters length. For this one we will need just 2 pieces, like one color each. So the first step I think is the most important, because if you start right you will be able to continue this way. If your start is not correct, then you will just keep going wrong and you will have to go back to the beginning. So you just set up your pieces in a cross like, and then let's say first green here will cross behind my finger, and then basically all the pieces will just cross each other. First red will cross over the first yellow. The second yellow will cross over the first red, and then the second red will cross over the second yellow, but will go through the first yellow, like that. So now you will have like a square in here where all of them are just crossing each other, and the last one will go through the first one. Now, because it's a key ring, I want this part here to be a bit looser so I can attach it to the ring. What I'm gonna use for this is this piece of plastic. I'm just gonna put it through here, and now we're just trying to tie them, make them tight here. And what you should have is something like this. I'm using for you guys 2 colors so I make it obvious. You can do it in one color, but it's not as fun and not as good looking. So then you see I just put the stopper here in my finger, my nail, and I'm pulling this firmly, and you can do it all 4 of them the same way. Now this piece of plastic is gonna keep this looser a bit so I can put the key ring through. Now the same thing we're gonna do again. Just cross all of them, they're gonna cross each other, but what you need to know is it doesn't matter which one you start with. So for this one I'm gonna start with this first green. It's just gonna cross, it's gonna go backwards kinda. They will just, all colors will go up and down, up and down. Then the first red is gonna cross over first green, second green is gonna cross over first red, and second red is gonna cross over second green but go through the first one. Now we make it tighter and tighter, and you have to make sure that you don't have this little gap in here. They should just be very, very close to each other. That's why, again, using my finger, keep the nail in there to stop and pull firmly. And I'll just take each one of them and do the same thing. Nice, now we have our second knot. We're gonna go to the third one. So again we're gonna start with red now. Doesn't matter which one you start with. First red, it's going backwards. First green, it's gonna cross over. Second red, cross over the first green. Second green crosses over second red but through the first red. Again, you have this little square in here, and you just grab them all 4, and you see you do like zigzag, so it kind of loses power and they get close to each other. Pull it firmly, keep your nail in there, pull it firmly here so they get close to each other. And if you guys notice, it's already building up like face red, face green. So I'm just gonna keep going with this, and I'll come back to you guys to see how we're gonna attach this to my new keyring. Bye bye.